words. All of what you hear is arriving at your destined place as vibrations that appear to your mind as words that form some sort of story. Words were offered by consciousness not for the purpose of stories, but simply for the purpose of being. And if and when the being loses sight of what it is and falls into the trap of ego, the words are still there. To help overcome what the thinker thought was the right way to go, through words that were not offered, but simply exaggerated through a need to utilize control. It matters not what type of control or what mechanical use of control it was formatted to suit. We're not here to investigate what is wrong with words. We're only here to point you to offer, re-offer words that point you to the wordless. When the mind and the body becomes attached to a particular word, be it your name, be it your conditioned way of description of what you are, man, woman, Asian, European, father, this will create some sort of veil to stop you going in that direction of attaching to words. Therefore, when you want to define something true to you with words, you have to overcome the veil, or simply turn around and go within to the origin of words, to the origin of breath, to the origin of thoughts, to the starting point where you began, not in this body, but as your self-awakening to what is. This life, even with no words, offers so many clues. Everything is a clue. Every breath is a clue. Every thought is a clue. Every action is a clue. Problem is, We're attached to so many things, so many blindfolds, that when the clue comes along we ignore and it bypasses because our interests are in bigger things, in better things. Now, this does not mean you are greedy, looking for power, financial gains. This also means you may want to help, be compassionate, and offer your whole life to caring others. Both these ways, or misdirected ways, and taking you away from what is. In our life as humans, many years ago, the compassionate way was okay. It was approved because not many changes had to be made to simply become a nurse. But now there are tests, there are exams, there are communication methods that are quite natural to a body, but some force, some superior intellect says, no, you have to know bigger words before you can become what you want to become. How many tools, how many educational certificates, how many experiences do you need to save a human being from perishing? Basic training. This video is about basic words. You must revert to this simplistic way of taking a word and not accepting it for what it is, but taking it and looking at it for what it may be. The primary word is I. When you say, I am a man, it refers to you being this man. But if you made no reference to you, nothing in this world is about you for one moment, and you use this term, I am a man, you cannot be I am. It's not referring to you. I am may be a name of another. I am over there is man. This is a very simple example of how words can be misinterpreted and pointed at particular ways. You have been this deflective mirror for your own code. I am a man. Christ says, through me I am the way. Christ says, take these words and kill me off. See? double meaning. Kill me off means shut Christ out of your mind. But it is also confirming through me. This word me does not refer to Christ. It does not refer to you or any other human body. No words are pertinent to you. When the word becomes personal to you, the veil is up. You understand this? You want to be whole, you have to reduce and remove the mind. The mind that identifies, not the whole mind, you see, the mind that identifies you as a singular, separate thing. And the only way you are seeing yourself as singular or separate or anything singular or separate is by giving it a name, by referring to it. So if you return to the first statement, I am a man, you're not referring to yourself, but you're also not referring to another living being. I am has to be a word that stands on its own somewhere in existence, but not within you. You understand this? When you say, Graham is a man, if it's your name, you may be referring to you, but you may also be referring to every other Graham that exists, or you may also be referring to this Graham as something somewhere in existence that appears as a word. You were given a name simply to identify yourself, for others to identify yourself. But you know yourself. You see? You don't need a name to know yourself. You don't need a mirror to know yourself. You don't need any past information to know yourself. You don't need to know anything about your body state or your future position to know yourself. But everyone else wants to know you. That is why we were given eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. Mouth to eat, nose to smell, ears to listen for prey, and eyes so that you don't have to communicate with words to know that that one in front of you exists as what you see. Words were offered, but only a few. The rest have been created for some sort of other meaning of either experiencing, gaining, giving, controlling, wanting, desiring, methods. When you refer to another, you are blasphemizing if you're using words that are descriptive, judgmental, excuse me, or comparingly. See? Can't even say these words. Not interested in these words. I am is a man. I am a man. When you use I am, always referring to a singular form. When you know that others know you, there is no need to know your body self, your body-mind self. The one that realizes this has to be separate from personality, and from descriptive words, interesting words, and story narrative words. This one simply is non-descriptive, non-known, non-recognizable, and when you say, do you know who you are? There is no response. I neither know who I am is, but it's not me, this word. Me and I am are two different words, but refer to the same thing, outside of you and outside of every other human. Destroy I, destroy am, and destroy me by looking at them, analyzing them, and going through them, beyond them. Another hurdle, the biggest hurdle, is words. When words are gone, even the simplest words, what remains is wordless. There is no speaker, there is no recognition or description of what is. It becomes wordless, but infinitely beautiful. Big words reappear, but this time they are known to be true. They have been taken away from you, from ego mind. You have walked through them and recovered the only words that really are vital and are said from heart, from core, from being. And God applauds this.